Hello everyone, my name is Tiana Johnson. I'm the Communications Coordinator with Centralina Workforce Development Board, and I'm here at the NCWorks Career Center in Concord to talk to staff member Darlene Dessaure about the 2019 NCWorks Governor's Award of Distinction under the Wayne Davies category. Let's go talk to her.
My name is Darlene Dessaure, and I'm a talent development consultant here at the NCWorks Career Center. Well, I started my career in healthcare. That's basically my love. I've worked in healthcare for almost 20 years between New York and North Carolina. After that, I went to the Department of Corrections, worked there for a while in the mental health department, and then I worked at UNC Charlotte at the Housing and Residence Life. That was my last job before coming here.
Mm-hmm. Now, I understand you did some work with Title V and participated in that program. Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Yes, I was unemployed for a little while, and I started going to school, decided to improve my skills in office administration. And while I was in school, I was looking for a part-time job, and I wasn't sure where to look, but one day I was reading my AARP magazine at home, and I saw something about employment opportunities for seniors. And so I decided to try that, and so I called the number, and it told me about the Centralina agent. And I called the number, and I went there for the orientation, met with Natasha Pender, who was at that time the manager of that program, and they set me up to come here to work at the NCWorks Career Center.
What would you say inspired you to apply for the position here in Concord?
Actually, Mr. Gary Mason inspired me. When I first came, I was interviewed by Mr. Mason and Miss Denise Clausen, Vivian Clausen, and I liked both of them. Both of them were really genuine when they interviewed me, and so working here with Title V helped me see the NCWorks Career Center differently. When it was like unemployment, it had a negative connotation to it, and I hated the place. I never wanted to step foot into an unemployment office, and so changing that from unemployment to the NCWorks Career Center really helped me to be able to want to help people who were coming through those doors.
How long have you now been working with the NCWorks Career Center here in Concord?
I have been working here for 3 years for Rest Care. Before that, I was working for Centralina for about a year, almost 9 months before.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about the most challenging part of your job and the most rewarding part.
The most challenging part is that you really can't make people do what they don't want to do. You want to try to help people, but a lot of times when you have WIOA participants, they just want a handout. They're not necessarily wanting to do what they need to do in order to follow the protocol of the program, and so it can become frustrating when you try to follow up with them and try to see, help them find employment when that's really not what they're interested in. But it's very rewarding when you do have that person who is doing everything that they're supposed to do, and they're following the program, and they're excited for what they're doing, and when they find a job and they come in and they tell you that they have a job, and thanks to this program that I'm working and making a lot of money now, then you're like, it's all worth it.
So tell us a little bit more about your community efforts outside of the Career Center here. I understand that you've worked with sexual assault victims, volunteered with human trafficking efforts to kind of annihilate that, and then also work with Stonewall Jackson and Fifth Third Bank.
Well, there's a lot of different things with the sexual assault victims and the human trafficking. There's some personal challenges that were part of that with mental health and family, and so that really got me involved in that part of trying to help people with those challenges. And that's still a big part of my heart.
So you were nominated for 2019 Governor's NCWorks Award. So how does it feel to be nominated for an award like that?
Humbling. I never think about what I do as something that deserves an award. Is something that I'm put on this earth to do. Some people can sing and some people can play music or draw. I can't do any. I have no talent except for to help people. I work with an excellent team, Miss Denisha, Miss Denise, and my co-workers, and I thank Mr. Mason for starting this journey for me.
So when I first met Darlene started here under the Title V program. As she progressed, she moved up to talent engagement. And as time went on, she has recently been promoted to talent development consultant.
As a center leader, what is a common attribute you look for when hiring employees here at the Career Center?
So one of the things that I look for is someone who's a forward thinker, someone who can think outside of the box, someone who's very creative and can bring ideas to the center. I also look for someone who can blend in with the family here, who has compassion, who has the heart to serve others.
Darlene, how has Darlene embodied these attributes that you look for?
So we have a joke around the center. We call Darlene the gatekeeper of NCWorks Cabarrus because she truly is the gatekeeper. She keeps us in order. She keeps the center in order. If something is out of place, Darlene notices. So she is the true gatekeeper of NCWorks Cabarrus.
And working with customers, whether it's employers or job seekers, how important is it to have employees that go above and beyond for customers and also for their coworkers here in the office?
Well, it's very important because it keeps the customers coming back into the center. It also keeps that relationship that we have with the employers to have them to come back into the center, to keep posting jobs with us, to use our services as well.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about why you decided to nominate Darlene for the 2019 Governor's NCWorks Award.
Well, Darlene is truly a deserving employee. She deserved to be nominated. Again, she is the gatekeeper. She keeps things in order around in the center. The customers know her. Out in the community, the partners know her. Darlene is a go-getter. She knows how to go out into the community and bring resources back into the center to help customers and to help others, the staff and things in the center. I would say that Darlene is truly, a part of our family here. She's truly part of the team. She is Team Cabarrus. We feel like she's been here since the beginning, and because of that, Darlene is truly family to me.